Hey everybody, it's Paul, 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and we are here at Six Flags America, as you can tell right there. And we're here on July 4th weekend, but we are here to explore everything there is at Six Flags America. So we did this park when we first got the YouTube channel, and usually we wait every 3 years before we do a brand new explore, but you know what? We couldn't do that this year, mainly because they opened up a brand new section called Steamtown. So we're going to go through the entire park. We're going to show you every nook and cranny from when you enter until when you leave. So sit back, here we go. So right here's the main entrance here, and as soon as you come in here, over on the right hand side is guest services, and as you can tell, they also have a lot of wheelchairs. Now, I'm here on a Tuesday. It's a little bit more crowded than I expected, but not too bad all in all. And then right over here on the right hand side, they got two stores. So restrooms over there on the left, right there by the Liberty Bell. And as you come over here on your right hand side is their main store called the Six Flags Emporium. And over on this side is the Looney Tunes. So if you're looking to shop, here you go. Now, if you actually want to know what's in these stores, we actually earlier this year did a whole merch video. So it goes through the Looney Tunes Emporium, and it also goes through the Six Flags Emporium. So that's all set and good to go. Now, over this way, right here, it pretty much going right next to it is what they call the Coaster Candy, which is, you can find those at a lot of the Six Flags parks. They're kind of popular, and they have the M&Ms and all that. Over here is where you can get your flash passes and stuff, or your front of the line passes. And next to that is coffee and cones. So if you're not in the mood for candy, and you need that wake up coffee in the morning, there you go. Now over here, if you looked at our old, our past video there, this fountain used to have our founding fathers, but that got all kind of changed out. Now I don't know how recently the change out is, but I did notice that earlier this year that it's now more like flowers and stuff like that. So not as much patriotic as it used to be. And then over here is just more of the candy and stuff like that. Over here is a pretty much a snack bar. It's hardly ever open, but there is a Dippin' Dots. And if you head over this way, you notice a lot of people are heading this way. Right next to the candy is actually the bakery, and the Colonial Cupboard. But the reason why everybody's heading over this way is because this is how you get into the Hurricane Harbor. Now we're going to be doing a full explore of Hurricane Harbor later on. So make sure you check our channel for that. Make sure you check out the Six Flags America playlist. There's a lot of videos already, but that is where Hurricane Harbor is. But we're not here to show you Hurricane Harbor. We're actually here to show you the park. So right there's the fountain again, and right there is Colonial Cupboard, where you get hot dogs and fries and stuff like that. And a Dippin' Dots. And it's a hot day today. It's the week of July 4th. So, but here we go. So this is the main entrance over into the park. And it's kind of scenic here. I love how you have to go across bridges to actually get to this part of the park here. I'm going to darken this up just a little bit here. It is a bright day, so we're going to be playing around with all the settings. Now, here's something that's fairly new. There's a Rita's over here, over on the left-hand side. So you got Dippin' Dots and you got Rita's. And then right here is one of the main food areas. It's called Heritage House Food Court. We're going to be doing a Let's Eat later on today, so we'll be going through the menus, so make sure you check out the Let's Eat. And over here is restrooms and lockers. So here we are, we're at the main area. Now, historically, we always go to the right. However, I want to show you guys early on the brand new section called Steamtown. And if you always wonder what the sections are called here, you got Old Boston, Mardi Gras, Looney Tune Movie Town, Chesapeake, Gotham City, and then also the Grove. Now right in front of us here is actually the Grand Theater. And this is funny because earlier this year there was a lot of more activities here. It looks like they do the blow-ups, but the blow-ups are not going right now with the Six Flags. But over here there's no shows today because it is a Tuesday. And right there is their wave swinger. We'll show you that later on in the video as we go that direction here. But usually they got 2 shows a day, Rhythmics at 1:30 and at 5. But this time we're actually going to go over to the left. And this is something that's a little bit different here. This attraction is closed as we evaluate the future of this site. So over here used to be, and that's actually where they usually have their mascots. But over here, this was their shoot the shoots. Hey, Yosemite Sam made it. Great timing. All right, Yosemite, how is it going? But so this was a shoot the shoots. And we're going to show you that real quick here. But it looks like they're going to put something else here soon. Now, it was an older shoot to shoot, so it wasn't exactly in the best of shape, but it is kind of unique that they've been really playing around with this park, doing a lot of new things with it, which we're going to show you in a few seconds as we round the corner here. But that is something that's new there. The shoot to shoots looks like that's going to be leaving. Also, today is July 2nd. We literally just had the merging of Six Flags and Cedar Fair. Now, right here is Steamtown, some info on it, and that just opened up this year. So we're going to show you that. And here's their Scrambler. The Scrambler is actually called the Cyclone here. Let me make this a little bit darker. So that's the Cyclone. So the Scrambler is still going, even though the shoot to shoots is gone. All right, now we're heading over here to the Steamtown area. So if you're familiar with our old videos, Steamtown used to be called Coyote Creek, and it was more Western themed. So it doesn't look like it's open right now. That's kind of interesting. It looks like they might open that a little bit later, but this is where their stunt show is, which is right out front. And they kind of themed this more towards the Steamtown now. Before it used to be more of a cowboy show. So we come over here real quick here. It's called Steam Heist Stunt Show, and they have it daily, 3 times a day there at 11:30, 2:30, and 6:30, which is the Steam Heist. And over here is Gold Rush Chicken. Now this is neat. Like I said, we were here earlier this year, and they really did board this up, because before it didn't have this when we came earlier this year. But that is the old shoot to shoots. And right here is the new Steamtown area. And it looks like they're getting ready to open it in a few minutes. So we're going to walk right through once they open that door. All right, so it's now open. It was only about a 5-minute wait there. I guess it opens around noon, but this is the brand new Steamtown area. And we're going to walk through it real quick here, show you all the new things that are here. So you're going to go across this bridge. And they still have the water area, which is nice. They actually got the koi. The koi are still here. So I didn't change out the koi much. But here, if you listen to the soundtrack, they've got a lot of sounds that are really, kind of bringing this to a bear. And as you can tell, we're actually going to be doing a spotlight of this entire area. So make sure you watch for that on the channel. But yeah, here's the Clockwork Confections, which is a candy store, which they had before. And they also have the Looking Glass Creations. So we're going to walk in here real quick here, but this is mostly the souvenir store for the new section. And you walk into the souvenir store. Yeah, they got stuff for Fright Fest, and they got the candy conventions, and this is mostly a Fright Fest store. So, but one of the main things here is the Steam Whirler. Now, this is a parallel flat ride that you're seeing at a lot of other parks. So, it's new for the Six Flags chain, but they do have it at Hershey Park, actually called Jolly Rancher, mixed by Jolly Rancher. But pretty good here. They're actually testing it, so you can actually see it going. And like I said, it's a pretty good name there, Steam Whirler. I kind of like that. But it is kind of a new kind of flat ride that you've been seeing in other places. And it really fits in with the steampunk theme that they have here, as you can tell. Now, as you come over this way here, over here was the arcade. Looks like it's the Inventor's Inn is what they're calling it now. Pretty much the buildings are the same. They did a little bit there, but you can still see the original, for lack of a better word there, Western kind of theme to it. And then over here is the Public Works, which is the restrooms. And here is the Filament Steam Pub. So this was the big saloon before, so I love the fact that they kept the saloon going. And I'm going to walk you in here real quick. So this is one of the main food areas here. Pretty much this is where you can get like stuffed turkey legs and stuff like that, chicken strips and all that. But the room looks amazing still. I'm glad they kind of kept this space and just rethemed it. And as we come back over this way, it's going to take us over to another one they're retheming, which is Electro Derby, which is their bumper cars. So they basically rethemed the bumper cars. And they should be opening soon. Now the thing about the bumper cars is that you actually can't see the bumper cars now, so they have it more on that end. Now right there you actually have a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. So they rethemed the Quantum Canyon Rapids, which was a raft ride. And over here, you can check it out here. Now, the whole theme of this is that you're going back into time. So I like kind of how they themed that up, because even though it's not going today, they added a lot of dinosaurs. So it's a hot day, so you figured this would be going right now, but currently right now it is not going, the Quantum Raft Ride. But the big thing that they did here was, back here, this used to be Mind Eraser, which was actually considered one of the worst coasters I've ever been on. Now, what they've been doing is, it's now called the Skywinder, and pretty much what they're doing is their new restraints and brand new trains and all that kind of stuff there. So they're really upgrading the Vekoma SLC looping coaster here, but I did see it going by a second ago here. So now it's actually called, give the full name here. So Skywinder is like the main thing here, but it's actually Professor Screamore's Skywinder. So, but like I said, looks like it's got a new paint job. It's definitely looks a lot prettier. And later on today, I will be riding this to see if it is not been just a makeover, but yeah, basically to see if it is the actual better ride. So this is the Steamtown area, and like I said, if you want more in depth, we're going to be doing a spotlight on this section, so you could check it out a lot more. And I do love the fact that the Electro Derby is pretty much, you can't see it, so I'm wondering if they added lights and all that kind of stuff there. But compared to Coyote Creek, this has been a huge improvement. I'm definitely going to be eating at the Steam Pub later on today, just to check out the food, see if they have anything neat. But a lot of different theming and stuff like that they have done. So for Six Flags America, this is a huge win for them. They definitely need something out this way. This area is kind of dead, so by adding the whole Steam town theme to it and stuff, and adding the brand new ride, Steamroller, which is, like I said, it's a very unique ride for this park and for this area. And they got some good theming here. Right there, they got the kind of like that tractor with wings. And like I said, they got the whole steampunk thing here with the magnifying glass and the hats and all that. So they're definitely theming it up. They're definitely investing in the park, which is good to see, especially with the merger coming through. You always wonder which parks are going to survive. Are they going to get rid of some? Well, this should definitely help keep Six Flags America around. Now, yet again, it is a Tuesday. It is a little dead. The water park is definitely going to be a lot busier. And like I said, you definitely want to check out the stunt show. That's been one of their premier shows for a while. So, if flip it around right here, there is Steamtown. And now we're going to head over this way and show you the rest of the park. There goes the Scrambler. Now this is what they call the Chesapeake section. And this is where I used to go to eat, is the Gold Rush Chicken, which is kind of nice, pretty much to get the meals and all that. That Shipwreck Falls, that is now gone. So dare to ride the rapids at Shipwreck Falls. And over here towards your right is a restroom. And now we're getting into the main section over here. The ride in front of me here is RAR, which is the, it was the second coaster built by GCI, Great Coasters International. However, Wildcat, the original, is now Wildcat's Revenge. So this is now the, pretty much the longest standing Great Coasters International coaster here. Now, it is running rough. When I was on it last time, it was kind of brutal. I was not a huge fan. There's a Dippin' Dots. There's a lot of Dippin' Dots here. So I don't know how much longer that's going to be standing. Who knows, they might be investing in RMC. They did, it was a twin, and its twin actually did get RMC'd. It's now the Joker over on the West Coast. Now, the coaster in front of me here is the first ever built B&M, Ballender and Mallard coaster, who has done tons of them. It started out in Six Flags America over in Chicago. It was a stand-up coaster. I believe it's called Iron Wolf. And then they moved it here as a stand-up coaster, and it was called Apocalypse. And now it's been transferred into a floorless coaster where your feet kind of dangle. And that is now called Firebird. So It's gone through a lot of configurations, but it's still standing. The only two B&M coasters have ever disappeared, and those are the two that were at Universal. So that's that. Over here, you got yourself a pirate ship. Let me brighten that up a little bit there. We got some clouds. There we go, brighten that up a little bit. Now, a pirate ship, let's see what the name of this pirate ship is. There's so many of them that this one's actually called High Seas. So that's actually a pretty good name for that one, High Seas. And then across from there is Aviator Grill, which, you know, got some specialized food. Got another Rita's, and you got a Macho Nacho. And right over here is the Flash Pass entrance to Firebird. Now, if you look behind Macho Nacho, you can actually see the other part of Shipwreck Falls. So like I said, it looks like that's going to be leaving soon. So be curious to see what they turn that into. And over here, you've got pretty much a seating area. And you got Top Spin, which is a game. And this is Inferno Gifts, which is where Firebird lets out. And right around this corner here is actually where you can get on Firebird. Now, the coaster in front of us right here, that is the oldest operating coaster in the United States, called Wild One. We haven't shown you the entrance there because we're going to be showing you that a little bit later. But that is a classic. There goes Firebird right now out of the station. And over here, you got yourself a nice little swing ride called Pirate's Flight. So this is the Chesapeake area. And back there's a couple things that we're going to show you a little bit later on. But now we're going to head over towards the back of the park, which is basically the DC universe. Yet again, it's a Six Flags park, so you got a lot of DC. So we appreciate you watching this. We love doing these explorers. And basically, you know, make sure you like and subscribe if you like what we do. All right, so right here is Gotham City. And this is new. They actually have signage here showing you all the different attractions. You got Batwing, Superman Rise Steel, Harley Quinn Spin Sanity, Joker's Jinx, Penguin's Blizzard River, Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, Riddle Me This, Whistle Stop Park, which is closed, and Oak Grove Picnic Pavilions. All right, so as you enter here, we're going to be backtracking through here later, but let's show you what we got right now. You got a game right in front of you, and we're going to be working on the Let's Play later on today. So if you like games, make sure you check out that video. Now that's an old theater back there, but they don't really use that theater anymore. There's not even any signage for the theater. So, but over here you got Port Authority Grill. And over here you got City Works Chicken. Brighten up a little bit there. And basically the main food court here. You got pizzas, chicken, funnel cake factory, and they moved the bathroom over there. So that's a little bit closer. Over here is the bar, which is Steelworks Pub, which is kind of nice because it's near one of their newer attractions. And like I said, over here to the right is that theater that they don't really utilize. But here is the pub. We actually have Pikachu there, which I don't know if he's actually, looks like he's in charge of Pikachu, so. But some of the favorites here are different drinks. They got Wonder Power, which is Malibu, Blue Caracas, and pineapple juice. The Remy's, Thunder, Strawberry Breeze, and Hawaiian Skull. So that's where you want to go to grab some drinks. And over here is their swing ride, Harley Quinn Spin Sanity. So we're going to come over here. It's kind of neat. Right in the center now they actually have a Batmobile, which usually is where they have Batman the Ride, but they don't have a Batman the Ride here, so I guess they have, for better or worse, have the Batmobile. Over here, got some more games. Right there is the food court to give you a point of reference. And right over here is Gotham City Gifts. Yet again, if you check out the merch, that'll show you everything you need to know there. The Gotham City funnel cake is now open, which is over there. Shaved ice. And over here is Joker's Jinx. Now, if you watched our last Explore, over that way took you to Whistle Stop, which was their kids section here. But as you can tell, it's all blocked off. They haven't done anything really with it. So you kind of are forced to go this way by the Joker's Jinx, which is a coaster I still have to ride for this year. There's a Craze Sanity. But right next to that is actually Riddle Me This, which is a Riddler theme flat ride, which you see at a lot of Six Flags parks. I was surprised to see it at Magic Mountain. But if you like spinning around and being lifted up, that's for you. Now as you head back here, over here is the Oak Grove Picnic Pavilions. So if you have a family gathering or you're looking for something for your small business, you can come back here, right in that area, and it takes you to the picnic pavilions. All right, so we got a little bit of a walk here, and then I'm actually going to come back to this point after we go as far out there, so you don't have to walk all the way back with us, and show you some of the other attractions. Now this one's always been a weird one for me. This one's called Penguin's Blizzard River, and it's actually not going today, so I don't know if it's been going at all this year, but it's basically a water ride that's in the middle of absolutely no other water rides. And it's a very unique one too. You kind of go up the hill and then you come splashing down, but there is Joker's Jinx going. You can hear it before you see it. Now this is actually the same track as Flight of Fear, but it's outdoors, while Flight of Fear is in a giant box. It's a fun ride, and I actually like it better outside than inside. So here's Blizzard River, and there it is in the background there. As you can tell, it's basically, looks like a giant tube ride that you would find at most water parks. And then right in front of us here is Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, which is a giant swing ride that takes you all the way up there and has you swing around. So that's a nice little picture there with Penguin. And here's Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. They got a great statue and stuff. Now we're going to work around this way, which we're going around pretty much the Joker's Jinx. And as you come back here, pretty much their marquee coaster is right here, called Ride of Steel by Superman. Now this is a Intamin hyper / mega coaster, over 200 feet tall. Now this is the second one. The original is actually in Darien Lake, but this one, so it's weird because some parts that you see, you don't really see at other parks there. Now of course this is a Six Flags park, so you got blaring music, so we can never do a unplug, but let me take you over the wall real quick here so you can see what's going on. So that is the whistle stop section that's no longer with us. But over here is Ride of Steel. This is pretty much what most people consider the marquee ride here, with the 200-foot Intamin here. Now, of course, it's temporarily closed. Hopefully that changes later on today because, to be honest with you, I need that coaster today. Now, here's Daily Planet Gifts. Now, as you come over here, this takes you out to Batwing. So this is their Flying Dutchman ride. And I want to show you it there, but of course they block off the path because that's what they do. So let me see if I can show you Batwing. Now Batwing is really unique because it is a Flying Dutchman coaster. So let me show you back here. And if you want to check out some of our other stuff there, I just want to show you Batwing real quick. So there it is back there. It is one of 2 Flying Dutchmen still available, still back there and stuff like that. But like I said, this whole section is kind of closed off. It is a Tuesday. I don't know if it's a staffing issue or mechanics, but hopefully they get this guy going pretty soon. Now I'm going to walk back over this way, and we're going to stop until we get back to the food court. All right, I figured I might as well show you in this Explorer. There's Joker's Jinx going. Right over there, that is the Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. So as we go, you know, it's definitely a ride I can't do because I'm afraid of heights, but a lot of people seem to like it. And we're gonna head our way back here. I figured instead of pausing, I might as well show you some stuff here. Joker's Jinx is going really well. I look forward to getting on that today. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. 2 of their marquee rides in the back are not open right now. So I'm hoping Superman opens up later on today because I definitely want to ride it. I always like to ride Batwing when I'm here too, just because it's such a rare ride. But all right, I'm going to stop it right here, and we're going to pick up when we're out of the DC section. All right, we're back to the front here. There's Riddle Me This, and right there is Harley Quinn Spin Sandy again, and they just exited. But you know, definitely make sure you check out those rides. Those are definitely marquee, especially Spin Sandy is definitely a marquee flat ride that they have in Six Flags parks here. So we're going to wrap around here. Like I said, it's kind of a light crowd today, which is great. But on the weekends, this place gets pretty packed, so don't let the light crowds kind of discourage you from checking out this park. It is a very unique park and a great park in the chain. I'm glad they're investing money into the park because, you know, this and Darien Lake, they don't get as much love as the Magic Mountains or the Great Adventures. All right, so right there's the food court. Now we're heading over here, and we're going to head over to, I guess, the Old Boston and the Mardi Gras sections. So that's where we came in at right there. And we're going to come over here. Welcome to the Mardi Gras. So we're going to head over to the Mardi Gras, and we're going to show you all the different things they have in the Mardi Gras section. It's probably my favorite section of this park, even though I haven't really experienced Steamtown yet. So Steamtown might be better over time. Now we're going under Wild One. So it's a nice little barricade, I guess, for the DC sections here. But as soon as you come in here, you actually hear the music is a lot more Mardi Gras themed. Now, the one thing I did notice here in the last videos I did earlier this year is some of their attractions are actually missing now. So I definitely want to point those out. And hopefully, like right here is a blank spot that used to have one of their attractions. I can't remember offhand which ones they were. Let us know in the comments section if you know what was here. But the one that's going up right now is called Voodoo Drop. Now, it's not the tallest of drop towers, but it definitely has a good drop. Let me show you it real quick. I mean, we just got done from Magic Mountain, so nothing's going to compare to Lex Luthor, but as it drops, it is fun. Kind of the same kind of system there. And here's another one. Now, this used to be the Zinger is gone here. So that used to be the Zinger, and this one actually used to be the Larson Loop, which was Bourbon Fireball, I believe. So that's what was there. But really, the only thing right here now is Voodoo Drop. Now, remember we talked about Wild One. Hey, another Dippin' Dots. Talking about Wild One, right there it is. The ride's over 100 years old. So it is definitely one of the marquee rides here at the park. Now, I'm going to take you back there for another reason, because it's not just Wild One that's there. There's actually go-karts back there. So let me show you those real quick. So that's the entrance to Wild One. And over here is the go-karts and some claw games. Looks like somebody just won. Yep, somebody just won an alien. Well, you come over here. So this is the Big Easy Speedway here. Now, of course, this is an upcharge. So a single car is 12, double is 14. You can ride all day for 25, all season for 40. So if you're going to get the day pass, you might as well get the year pass, right? Now, this is still the Mardi Gras section here. It is a brighter day, so I'll be, like I said, adjusting back and forth. Now, in front of me here is actually their flyers. And the name's escaping me right now, but we will get the name of those flyers there. I do like the fact that it's right over the track, because there is a train, and the train operates throughout the day, throughout the week. But also here you got Hook a Duck, which is Duck Ride, yet again. Make sure you check out the Let's Play. And this is Hurricanes right here. This is where I usually grab a frozen drink. So I've always been a big fan here. And French Quarter Flyers is actually the name of the flyers. And over here you actually got another ride that was at another park, and this one is called Raging Cajun. Now, this one's closed today too, but this one is probably the spinniest of spinning coasters I've ever been on. Every time I ride this thing, we spin like a top. Right there is Gator McGee's, and as we head out this way, there's Blockbusters, which is another game they have. Now, over here towards the left-hand side is their Looney Tune area. And right now they're actually, looks like they're re-theming some of it. There's some walls blocked over here. But if you look interested in the kids section, definitely make sure you check out our kids. Pretty much we always do the kids section separate. So if you want to see that stuff, definitely make sure you check out later on our playlist, and you'll find that Explore there. Nothing's really changed, so we're not really going to be focusing too much on that. Right over here is a party pavilion, which is something that's fairly new. You can rent this area for your kids' birthday parties and such. I'm coming down this way because when we were over by the pirate flying ride there was a couple things that you missed. So I want to make sure we got every little inch of this place covered for you. So right there is Voodoo Drop again. But over here is the train.
Where are they?
And the train goes throughout, throughout the season a couple times a day. So it's not a continuous cycle. It's not scheduled, but it is kind of scheduled. So, but that's the train station right here. Let me make it a little bit darker. Gets a little challenging. So there it is. It's called Capital Railways. And the train will operate Saturdays and Sundays only from noon to 6. So basically it's a Tuesday, so it's not going to be operating today. As we come over here, they actually have a small stage where throughout the year they actually do have some shows. I'll show you that stage real quick. And then we're going to cut back a little bit more. And you can see the Firebird in the background. So here's the stage right here where they have shows. Not huge seating, but probably smaller shows throughout the year. And if you head over here, here's their bigger theater, which is the Showtime Theater. And they have more shows coming soon, but right now they actually don't have any shows going on right now. But this is where they would take place if they did have that schedule going. All right, so now we're over here towards the middle. Now this would be the old Boston section. So if you're looking on the map, that's where we are right now. You got a gentleman warming up the three-pointer. And to show you where we're going real quick here. So right ahead from us, that is the Mardi Gras section that we just left. So if we would have went straight instead of going there, that's where we went. And over here, of course, is Johnny Rockets, because every Six Flags has a Johnny Rockets. Love them or hate them. And right across from there is Chop 6, which is their Asian cuisine. And in between here is actually teacups. A nice little traditional ride right here in the middle. And they look like original teacups. Let me brighten that up a little bit there. So a lot of these nowadays have been rethemed to other things, but that is a complete teacups there. Now as we come over here, this is the other end of Movie Town, Looney Tunes Movie Town, right behind there. So yet again, if you're interested in Looney Tunes Movie Town, make sure you check out the link at the end that will actually have the exploring of the Movie Town. And right in front of us is the carousel. Which is more of a modern one. It came in 1982, but it is a menagerie, which I always kind of like those better because you can see the different kinds of horses and stuff. Here you got camels, you got ostriches, you've got lions. Right here is the kids coaster, which I actually have this credit. It's called the Great Escape, I believe, right? Great Chase. So it's a great chase. So it's themed towards Roadrunner and Coyote. But so there's the carousel. As you wrap around here, there's only a couple more things, and then we're all caught up on our day here at Six Flags America. So right over here they actually have antique cars called the Minuteman Motors. Yet again, this is themed to Boston. So, and this goes way back there. This kind of goes to an area that you don't really get to see unless you're on this ride. But there they are, the classic antique cars. Over here's a nice little food area. Now, if you remember from the beginning when I told you if we go right, we're going to bump into the wave swinger type ride or the flying trapeze. Well, here they call it the flying carousel. And that is right there. And right next to that is the Chop 6, like I showed you before. And then right over here, this is that food court in the beginning I showed you. The Heritage House Tavern is also in there. But right there's a clock tower, and there's the flying carousel. So now we're back here in the middle. Remember when we first started, these guys weren't going yet. So now we actually have a great ending right here because that takes you back out of the park. So once again, this is Six Flags America, located between Baltimore and DC. They have the brand new Steamtown area. So definitely make sure you check it out this year. Once again, this is 125 Roller Coaster Challenge. Make sure you like and subscribe. We got a lot more Six Flags America stuff coming up, along with 40, 50, 60, 70 other parks. We're aiming for 60 parks this year. This is still in our top 14 that we've done. So make sure you like and subscribe, and we can't wait to see you in the queue.